Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? We are live. Kevin, how are you doing, brother? How was your day? Oh, wait. Okay. We didn't draw Zandvoort in a while. We are not even on a third. We are at 304 laps so far. So we still have 696 to go. I am planning to finish it before F126, to be honest. Oh, they went faster. They went significantly faster. Holy smokes, look at Ronhard. We are 1.5 seconds behind. Holy smokes, look at Ronhard. Almost 2/10 off. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, we're gonna try his setup. Let's see what he's using. He's also using quite a bit of assists, on using everything. I did report that we'll see, it takes 2 days maybe to hear something from it. He's also in our Tonio is also in our league. Okay, let's do some driving. Yeah, I never liked Thomas Ronhar's the setups because they just don't suit us. Too much on the throttle. I don't know. Zandvoort, a decent race. Yeah, last time you raced, I remember. Yeah, driver of the day. Let's go, let's go. So easy to lose time. Yeah, that last sector was not bad. We lost a tent. It's a shame. First corner was good. Let me see something. Yeah. That last sector was not bad. We only lost like a tenth there comparing to our ghost. But I think it's gonna take a while to get used to this setup because it's definitely like a different type of setup that we normally using. We can try that second place setup. Too early. Shame, lost a lot in that last corner. But we was 2 tenths off after sector 2. No, it's not bad. Shame. Oh, it's so easy to lose in that last corner, yo. Shame. But we are close, we are close. That's encouraging. That's encouraging. Hey, Jose Gabriel, boa tarde, ciao, ciao. Yeah, we should be able to improve. No, I don't think that will help me, to be honest. But thank you for the offer. No, I'm gonna stick to those time trial setups. I do want to try a few other. But let's give this Thomas Ronhard setup a shot. Couldn't hold it in, you. I messed up in the corner prior. I went too early in. And yeah, once you make a mistake, it goes so fast, and you have to handle all those handlings. Oh, that is almost there. Oh, Saturday. I'm gonna celebrate Christmas together. I hope you get a good deal, Jose Gabriel. That last corner, super tricky. We need to figure that out a bit better. Yeah, I went too much on the throttle. But shame, that first corner was good, man. We was over a half a tenth. I saw 0.072. So 3/4 of a tenth. We was 3/4 of a tenth up after that first corner. And we did already 7 laps. That's nice. We definitely want to do like at least 30 laps. Yeah, I had to lift a little bit. And that's a tenth more. shame. We was up, man. We was down. Then we went back, and then we again. But that was full. We have it. We have a good shot. We have a good shot. We was literally we was up, and then we was down, and then we went again up. And at one point, I saw 1.5 tent up. Okay. There is a potential, but we need to take off like a lot of time. Yeah. 1.5 seconds is a lot. Like we need to shave off like half a second or so. To be honest, I don't know if we can do that, but we'll see. Too late. Yeah, we improved. Crazy. Let's go. Oh man, what a rush. Whew, adrenaline through the roof. Oh man. Can definitely go faster. We messed up in that sector 3 a little bit as well. Could be better. But it's not bad. And you see that second sector, we lost like a half a tent. Yeah, what happened with your trolley? It's really unlucky. Let me read what you wrote. Yeah. And what does Papa Kevin say? Is it possible to fix? Nice, man. We're doing those laps nicely, man. We started with 10.7, 10.77, and then we went under 10. And that 9.55 was also decent, not bad. Give me a second, 1 second. I hope that can fix it. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, that is a little bit stubborn. No, no, it was up. Oh my god, I saw like in that first sector, holy smoke. Holy smoke, yeah, I saw like 1.5 tent up. Phew, what a rush. That first sector was lightning, man. Under 24-1, that's good for us. So there is definitely potential. We just have to like go crazy. But yeah, it definitely gives me the morale. Too late. Yeah, it's so easy to mess up. I thought I was in third gear, yeah, I was in fourth gear. Yeah, focus is very important. I was late in the corner prior to that, but that's the thing, yo. If you mess up, that's it. Let it go, try again. But on another hand, we also want to drive laps. We want like minimum 30 laps. I wave too much. Your support helps, brother, believe me. You just being here and watching helps a lot. It's so easy to mess up here. Don't ask me how we improved. Shame. Shame. So easy to mess up here. Shame. Man, we lost like Lost almost 3/10, no, 2.5/10 you could say, because we know we went under 24-1 in that first sector. Hey Alex, ciao ciao. How are you doing, Alex? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, there is a lot of potential here for sure. We just have to keep grinding. Gut, gut, gut. Mit mich auch ganz gut. So, me too, me too. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we just have to keep doing laps. But I'm happy what we did so far. I did not expect us to improve that fast, to be honest. And yeah, 13 laps already. It's nice. We can definitely do 30 plus laps today for sure. But we still have like almost 700 laps to go. Oh, I messed up. 2/10 up, man. Shame. Oh, man. We was 2/10 up. Yeah, that first sector was nice. 24-1. But there is definitely potential. There is definitely potential. I think if we do everything well, we should be able to do 191. So 3/10 should be doable. Let me see something. Man, we are already at top 3%. And like if we improve, we can definitely go to top like 2% or so. So let's save this setup. And also the reason why I am surprised because usually normally Thomas Ronhar setups do not suit us. They do not suit us. And that's why I had like my questions, but once we drove a few laps, it kind of felt, I mean, it's not like stable, but it's handlebar, or how do you say it? It's doable to drive with it, so just keep grinding. One second. I pick up the package from my neighbor this afternoon, and I did message him. And just now I saw a message that maybe he will stop by, so I'm gonna keep one ear off headset so I can hear when he rings the bell or knocks the door. Okay, let's go back. I also have to ask him actually, did he hear anything from those fiber company that needs to bring in the fiber in our houses? No! Ask, I had to take the risk, huh? I had to take the risk. We was up. First sector, second sector was also not bad. Like half a tenth off of that personal best. Sector 2 in this session. There is definitely potential. Yeah, we're not taking invalid laps, so we have to restart. But yeah, we can get like 2.5 tenths in that first sector comparing to current too late. Yeah, we lost too much in that first sector. Too late. No, cannot make it. Yeah, if it's tiny bit late, if you don't hit on those apexes and like the thing with those high pace sections, like you can lose so much time. It's so easy. Tenth is nothing. Like you go tiny bit wide and you lose a tenth. And time is not bad. Time is not bad. Nah. Yeah, once you start pushing, it's so easy to mess up. Yeah. Once you start pushing, it's so easy to mess up. And you have to push. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah. Really need that first sector to be like 24-1 or better to start with, and then you still need that sector 2 and 3 as good as possible. Too late. Too late. Too early. I need a minute. Let me stretch a little bit. Oh, good. Yeah, sorry, it took a bit. It was the girlfriend from my neighbor. Actually, they live together, Alina, and for a package. But I also asked about did they hear anything about the fiber? So it took a bit, and we are back now. So let's go, let's try. We can do it. That first sector can be much better. 24-1 is definitely doable. And the setup is also like drivable. See, you go a little bit too much with the steering and you lose like half a tenth. Too late. Too late. We still won time, but it was late, definitely. It's so easy to lose time, yeah. Too early. Yeah, it's so easy to lose that rear, yo. Too late. I really want to go over that curb quite a bit. Yeah, we need some laps, yeah. Too early. Drin drin. Yeah. They are nice people. And they are around 31 years old, 30 years old, 31 years old. And she is designer. She went to university to be a designer for a furniture, and he's in the military to be an officer. So he's still in like doing school besides the work. Cool people. So easy to mess up, yeah. Tiny bit off and you miss it completely. Yeah, I had to go for it. That's the thing. We was very close to our ghost, personal best ghost, and you are approaching that last corner, and like if you do it like conservatively, like you will lose so much. So you have to go for it, or you're gonna pass through, or you're gonna. Oh, graphic designer, very cool, very cool graphic designer. Yeah. Too late. Yeah, and also rear broke. I had to lift. And that's the thing. Once you start, you're not making any laps because you trying to. Let's go, let's go! Let's go, let's go! Chicken skin! Oh my god! Nice. Oh my god, chicken skin. Holy smokes. We literally chopped away 2/10. Well, actually, today, what was it? 477. So we improved more than a quarter of a second today. No, it was, I don't know, I have to look. I think it's here in description. Let me check, I'm curious. I think 477, yeah, 477. Nice, man. Your friend that broke your trolley wants to choose, yeah. Oh, cool. Very cool. Very cool. I love tech stuff as well. Okay, let's top 2%. Let's go, let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Crazy, crazy. Duch is really fast. He's really fast. But we're not that far away from him, to be honest. That's like quarter of a second. So how much we behind? 1.2, 1.23. 1.23 behind. Yeah, I really want to bring that down even more, to be honest. But we still have it all the way to 1,000. Like, we are now at 300. We started 304 today, so we did like, I don't know, 15 laps or so. So 320, we're not even on a third. I really want to spend a few days. Like our next league race is like in 13 days. So not next Monday, but Monday after. And it's Mexico. And of course we're gonna spend some time. But I also want to do some Zandvoort a little bit more. I really want to do those 1,000 laps before F126 comes out. We still have more than a few months, but it's gonna take a while. You know, imagine if you do every day 50 laps, you'll still need like say 700 laps, 14 days. Okay, let's go. Let's go back. It was really nice. 210, man. I'm really proud of us. And we had really good last corner. That was close. Hey, Dennis, why? Dennis, why? I went too much on the throttle. I was too greedy. How many laps we did? Oh, we did 18 laps. Okay. But man, oh man, look, those 2 laps was really close. Holy smokes. Hey, 0.003. Hey, 0.003. And still that first sector is not that good. And the second sector can be better. And third sector probably a little bit better. I think if we like keep grinding like tomorrow again, you know. Because we didn't draw for a while. I think it's more than a month or so. I'm not really sure, but I think more than a month ago we drew last time, Zandvoort. Okay, I need a second. Let me walk off a little. But also, if you look at purely at times, like on the leaderboard, like Thomas Ronhard time is really exceptional. 1.5 tenth. Like if you look the others, look how close they are to each other. Where is Donkey? Where is Duncan Hoffman? Oh, Timon. 183. Wait, is he in? Oh, yeah, he's fourth place. Oh, he drew recently. Shall we try his setup? Man, we are 1 second off Duncan Hoffman. Crazy, crazy. I still want to keep trying with this because now we used this setup. And, you know, if we switch now, it's gonna... We can try later. Let's keep trying with this because I believe if we can connect the whole lap, we can definitely take at least a tenth. Yeah, it's so easy to mess up there, but you do want to go there a little bit over so you can take that next corner, you can make a better angle, but we still kind of struggling there a little bit, to be honest. Tiny bit too late on the throttle and you lose a tenth. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Yeah, that second sector was nice. We made that tenth back. That second sector was, yeah, 23.9. So yeah, we do 24.1, 23.9. That's 0, and that's 0, 75. So yeah, we can go under 191. We can go under 191. Definitely doable. And it gives you also, like, when you know there is a room for improvement, it gives you morale. Always late. Yeah, so easy to mess up, yeah. Let's make this call on this lap. We need laps, yeah. We need at least 30 laps. That was stupid. That was really stupid. We was trying to finish the lap and somehow we, with our own stupidity, we managed to mess up. How easy it is to lose time, it's crazy. Went too early in. Too late. Shame. I had to wait on the throttle. See, you lift a little bit and you lose more than a tenth in that last corner. Tiny bit off and you lose a tenth. Too early. You really have to go for it in that last corner. Otherwise you lose so much. Well, we did a few laps there. It was consistent. Yeah, that was nice laps. Okay, we messed up that lap. That lap was nice. But yeah, you see, you lose a little bit sector 2, a little bit sector 3. Or you don't do that first sector well. But it's so easy. Tent is nothing. It's so easy to lose a tent. It's crazy. It's really, really hard to be like very, very consistent. Yeah, I see that the rear slided. But yeah, I saw the news after school. Yeah, Portimao. Very cool. Yeah, it's a cool track. It's a cool track. It's hard to overtake, but it's a cool track. You know, now these days, only if you have the budget and it's a really shame. Like Zandvoort is going away. Like 2026 will be last year. It's really shame. But also Spa will be like any other year or so, something like that. But that's the thing, the countries or the tracks with money, with the budget, because they have to pay, to participate and like pay like a lot, like millions and millions. That's a shame. We went earlier on the throttle, so we would be in the green a little bit, but we waved out too much. So easy to lose time. Look here, you go wide half a tent. Did you see that? It was a little bit late. But you lose speed, you lose the line. You need those perfect lines. If you don't hit them, you lose. It's just not doable. Excuse me. It's just not doable. Hey, Iron! Ciao, ciao. What do you think? Did you see what happened? What do you think? Is that his fault or not? You did great. You did great. Yeah, I'm okay. The other opportunities will come. I dropped down to 20 place and still, You think he did not make a penalty, but what bounced me then? I also took out Ono, but that cannot be because he was. It makes no sense. I would bounce if I bounced off Ono. I would bounce on the right side because he was on the left side. Something hit me and I hit Ono. There is no way Ono hit me because I went on the left side. Makes no sense. If he hit me from the left side, I would go on the right side. Like you have to look a little bit. I don't know, but in my eyes, he went. There was a room there, but there was no the room because there was so many cars up front, and it's first corner. Yeah, but if you look at the motion, like he went inside, of course there was a little bit of room inside, but I also am going on the right side because the corner is going on the right side, I cannot like disappear from the track. And there was also a driver on my left side. Ono was on the left side. So there was literally three cars there. Because if you look what happened to my car, it looks like I bounced from something that was on the right side and he was on the right side. But we will see what Stuart say. I really don't care. It's just like I don't care if he gonna get a penalty or not. That's not the issue. It's more like why would you take so much risk in the first corner? Like the race just started. Okay, you had a good start, but sometimes you have to lift. You cannot go. No, I was not really happy with my quali. I was not happy with my quali because I was doing in a test runs. My best time was 26.6 something something, and I was regularly doing 26.8. So 27.2 something something was not really happy with it, but it was still 10th place. And I believe that there was no incident. Like I would definitely had a chance to score a point or two. I also went on one pit stop. And I did not had much issues with my tires. I had an okay pace. No, I wouldn't finish 10th, even without the penalty. Yeah, I looked later on after the race. That 10-second penalty pit in is legit. I didn't brake on time. I think I had something like 70 kilometers per hour, and it's supposed to be 60. So I didn't complain about that. When you get the penalty, you get the penalty. It is what it is. Yeah, yeah. I did practice some, but I still messed up. But it's okay. I'm still happy the way I draw, and I had a certain pace, and it was not bad pace at all. We'll see with Mexico. I don't know what kind of times, but I will definitely take effort as all other. Thank you, you too. Thank you for stopping by, Iron. Lots of love from Netherlands, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. If we don't see each other, all best to you and your family. Yeah, but even without 10 second, we finished 12th place. So I don't think it would. And I'm wondering if we had from that that side hit. I'm wondering if we had some kind of damage that makes us a little bit slower, maybe. Eloy! Ciao, ciao! Take care, Iron. Thank you for everything. Ciao, ciao. All best. Eloy! How are you doing, brother? Welcome, welcome. Hey, Aloy, we improved. We had we had 19477 before we started today, and we brought it down to 19210. There is potential to go like 191, under 191 should be doable. We are using Thomas Ronhar setup, but his setups are always hard for me. So I was saying before I started, because not one setup suited me, but this setup was drivable. It's drivable, definitely. So we're not gonna try anything else, probably. But he did made a gap then, 1.5, 10. That's a big gap. Yeah, we made a few mistakes there, Kevin, but in general, I'm happy how we draw, we did decent. Shame for the incident regardless whose mistake is it, it did messed us up, like you start from 10th place and like after corner one, you are last place. And there was also during the race, I think once or twice, someone with some damage, but it was like not easy to overtake them because they was pushing, and they was trying not to lose the place. But yeah, when you have a damage, like you're only gonna make it worse, and you also like burning your tires. No, this is Alloy. I'm doing 1,000 laps of Zandvoort, and then like through the days, not like straight, but one day you do 50 laps, other day you do 30 laps, and so on. So this is day 7. So we draw 6 days, and until today we draw. In those 6 days, we draw 304 laps. We started with 110 something something something, and prior to today, our personal best was 19477. So today we improved more than quarter of a second. But last time we draw, it was more than a month ago. More than a month ago. And like last year, 24, I did those 1,000 laps in a summer, and it took 21 days or so. Not straight, but on and off. But we was really good. Like last year, I remember still, it was 0.644 behind the world's fastest at that time. That was really nice. 6.5 tenths. And now we are 1.23 seconds behind. 1.23 would be nice to bring it around 1 second or faster. We still have more than 2/3 to drive. We didn't draw that much today. 20 something left. What time is it? We still can do some time. How many laps we did? 22 laps. 22 laps. Yeah, it would be nice to do at least 30. But now it's tough, with pushing and everything. It's so easy to mess up. Too late. Well, it's not bad lap, 2/10 off. It's not bad at all. Too much on the throttle. So easy to mess up, man. PS5. I'm on a PS5, yeah. Thank you, Kevin. But I am looking forward for PS6. They are saying somewhere around 27, maybe 28. But if it comes 27, maybe we can play F1 27 on PS6. Shame. Too late. Yeah, I had to let it go, the rear was braking. We did save it, but we lost 1.5 tenths. Yeah, once you make mistake, that's it. And you have to be so swift on the throttle, start applying throttle and then apply throttle all the way. Rear broke. Too much. Yeah. Tiny bit too much, huh? Tiny bit too much. Oh yeah, man, I miss mobile racing. Oh, Kevin, like, if you just saw those things we have been doing, it's crazy, man. If I just think back. So the game was not designed like to have ability to match each other. You know, you go and to match each other. It was not designed. But we found a way to match each other, and it was not bulletproof way, it was not 100%, you know, but the more people is trying, more chance there is to match each other. So we have been doing live streams where I count, and then we also figure out the delay. So inclusive the delay, and we managed to match each other. And like at one point we had a league, and there I think we still have those sheets from the league, but we was writing who is racing who, and we figure out the way to apply the points, you know. So if you win, you get 5 points. If you lose, you don't get anything. If you get one, no, if you lose, but you have one fast sector, you get 1 point. If you lose, but you had two fast sectors, you get 3 points. And we was having like a lot of matchings. I remember one day we had like 120 something matchings in one live stream, and we was writing all down. Man, we did things. We was really the trailblazers of Formula One mobile racing. It's crazy, like it's really crazy. It was like crazy time. But also, all the things when you got accepted by them, and like in a last, say, year or so, with all the issues and stuff, and then one of the lead developers, there was two lead developers, but one of them approached us and started communicating with us, which is uncommon to have developer of the game being like in touch. That never happened, almost never happened. Even I probably have those messages where social media manager of Formula One mobile racing prior to that was saying like something about developers, and like no way you can get in touch with them and stuff like that. And then later on, the lead developer approached me. That's crazy, right? If you that's insane. Like that's crazy level. So knowing that almost never happens, and it happened to you, and you had like a relationship with him, and it was like also doing things. At one point, there was a lot of server issues and a crazy lag, and he would literally reset the server for us, so we can do some driving and have a live stream. Oh yeah, nostalgia, yeah. But it was crazy, man. If they took right steps, the game would be extremely popular, and also earning the money with it. But they messed up with tight budget and then restrictions from EA, because majority of the people was from Eden Games in development and in the whole management and stuff. Yeah, I could probably write a book about it, how Formula One failed. But not say Formula One mobile racing, but Formula One, clickbait. Because it was part of Formula One. But really shame, man, really shame. But also the times, in 2019, towards the end, us getting better and better, and then in 2020 we was crazy good, man. There was like, I don't know, 8, 9 events through the whole year, something like that. Not 100% sure, I would have to look it back. But we won 6 events. We won the most events in 2020, and that made us being the fastest, the best of 2020 in general. If you look, we was the world's best in 2020, Kevin. Aloy? It's still like I was saying things that was really legit and that could elevate the game, but they was just not really prepared to make those steps, and they went other direction. And then also last 2 years or so, maybe even more, with that server issues, that brought a lot of problems, the server. And then at one point they had to switch the server, and that second server was even more rubbish. And yeah, But if they didn't make those mistakes and like EA went in some kind of deal, with Formula One, where, with mutual help, you know, to start up something and bring it to the certain level, it's not easy. And sometimes, you have to take a step back, but it was not really a reason to cancel the game, to be honest. And also, like, the game always stay. It's not like the formulas, the game, like you always have the new game. So 2026 new game. This was like one game. It could still work. It could still work if they you know do the things that was right in with the game, and all those things that was not right, eliminate those, and set the certain targets, and work towards those targets, and not like 1 year or 2 years, but give it at least like 5 years time, and those investment will eventually pay back if you do the right things. And you have the like, the thing is, like, not just that, but also, like, almost everybody has a smartphone, and not everybody has a steering wheel or PlayStation or PC. So the F1 game is way smaller, like reach wise, than a mobile game. And like, if you look, someone buys the game, say it's 70 euros, and but like, with you could earn more than 70 euros per year with a mobile game. Not per every player, but a lot of people who would care to buy stuff and build up stuff, they will definitely spend a buck. And there was definitely the ways. There was also the things that they made mistakes, like once you buy the car, you always have that car, which was, in my eyes, not good for them. Because like, you buy a 2023 car, you have 2023 car, but when 2024 car comes out, new car comes out, but they was doing, they was a little bit cutting the corners, because also the development team was not that big, and like, you have certain things to do, but you don't have enough people. But the EA could, like, you know, when where is the will, there is the way. Where is the will, there is the way. And at one point, they didn't had any will, and yeah, they couldn't wait to terminate it. And all those that didn't care about it went straight away to some other projects. But that's it is what it is, but it is a shame. It could definitely be popular and profitable, and not just that, that the reach, you know, you could have the reach of millions, tens of millions, and with this you cannot have the reach of tens of millions, and you could have the reach. There was something like 50 million downloads, but also there is a thing with that. There was a trick where you do something and you keep downloading, and you getting stuff. And then later on was also like scandal. It was a scandal. Like, there was a way to obtain the parts, and a lot of people was doing it, and they was doing like the research and stuff, and like thousands of people was doing it, and it was costing them a lot of money. They made a lot of mistakes, man. Yeah, more I talk about it, more I start remembering things, what was going on. But it was, yeah, you could definitely write a book about it, 100%. Yeah, I'm now out of the focus. Hey, we're gonna record this lap, huh? 192, it's new personal best. Excuse me. See, tiny bit wide and you lose a tenth. Here, a little bit here and there and you lose a half a tenth. A little bit too much inside, you lose a half a tenth. A little bit late, you lose 2/10. Excuse me. I need to drink something, my mouth is dry from talking. Let's finish this lap. We still need like at least, I want at least 30 laps. Okay, give me a minute, let me stretch a little bit as well and let me get some water. Of course, you have to wake up early. Definitely, Kevin. Thank you for everything. Sweet dreams. Greetings to Mama and Papa Kevin. I will. Thank you, thank you. You too, same. Lots of love from Netherlands. Ciao, ciao. Yeah, pushing too much. We want it. Ah, too much on the throttle. Ah. Couldn't hold it in, shame. Couldn't hold it in. No. Too late. Ah, shame. I had to live. I was waving out. So easy to lose in that last corner. What's the 10th? Too much. Too late. Too late. Too late. Too late. Yeah, I messed up in that last corner. Look how much we lost. Quarter of a second or so. Push too much. Yeah. Well, we did more than 30 laps. I'm happy about that. Hey, Stuart! Ciao, ciao! Thank you, thank you. Take care, brother. Lots of love from me and Mama Denis. Hope you are doing okay. Kevin already went to sleep, but I will tell him for sure tomorrow when I see him. All best, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of the evening. We did improve today with 1,000 laps. We had 19477. So nice improvement. Hey, Jerry! Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we raced yesterday. I know, I know. How is everything going? Hope you had a good day. Yeah, I also doing thing like 1,000 laps of Zandvoort, but I didn't do it in a while. And this is like day 7 so far. We did prior to this session, we did 304 laps, and today we did 31. So we will add that one towards 1,000. But we improved nicely. We drew last time more than a month ago, I think, and we had 19477. And today I tried Thomas Ronhar's setup, and usually his setups does not suit me because the way he drives, it's not the way I drive, so it just doesn't work for me. But I tried it anyway, and I felt okay with it, and we managed to improve more than a quarter of a second. There is a potential to go like under 191, but it's hard to connect. You really have to nail everything. And yeah, I will of course start practicing Mexico for upcoming race, but we have almost 2 weeks, so I kind of want to do a few times this Zandvoort, few streams, because I do want to finish that 1,000 laps of Zandvoort before the F126 comes out. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, my race, yeah, there was an incident in the first corner, man. I will see what Stuart say, but I had I qualified 10th place, but after the first corner I was last place, 20th place. I did manage to finish 12th place, but yeah, no points. But once we had a clear road, we drove well. We had a okay pace. It was not bad at all. Would be nice to score points, but even if we don't score points, I'm still enjoying it. I still have a lot of fun because I really do take time to practice for the tracks, and I usually like do maybe 5 live streams of practice. Usually on a day 1 I do time trial, and then the next day I do again time trial, and then on the third day usually I go in a Grand Prix and practice 1 or practice 3, whatever, and practice race pace, and then also quali pace, like just restarting the quali and practicing quali pace. We also did last few races. We have been practicing in a wet, one live stream, just like go in a wet and like practice the wet, just to get that feeling in a wet. And then usually Saturday, Sunday, we do more quali practice, and on Sunday usually we do then some quali practice and then the race. Sometimes we do AI 110 on some tracks, 105 on some tracks, 100. Depends on track. Yeah, it's a lot of danger zone. Yeah, it's a lot of, yeah. But if people would be a tiny bit more care, you're not gonna win the race in the first corner, especially knowing you started all the way back. And of course, everybody wants to progress, but you really have to choose the place, where and how. But I do have some good tracks that suits us. In a Belgium, I had a decent pace in Belgium, and the quali, I got taken out in a quali by someone and like literally broke my wheel. So we started from the last place, but we managed to go to 10th place. So that was nice. In Austria, we had a great quali. We was fourth place in quali, and we was like 2/10 off the pole position. And we practiced, but it was wet in the race, and I messed up. I didn't look. I was not focused, and I left it on full wets. But thinking back, I supposed to go on intermediates, and then also with the pit stop went wrong, and again full wets. So we lost there a lot of time, not in points. But for the future, for the future, we have in Spain also we had a good pace, and but messed up in the quali. In Spain, well, I got disqualified. I was like going out of the pit, and I noticed there was several drivers in the last corner going towards the hot lap. So I thought, let me just slow down a little bit in this exit. I already went outside, but still outside of the track. But I guess I was driving way too slow there, and I got disqualified. But in Spain, we also had a decent pace. But for the future, all those good tracks, that suits us, will eventually give us a shot, to fight for the points. My first season was season 40, and I scored 2 points. And I said, target for this season is to score more than 2 points. And we had several opportunities and we messed up. But that's okay. Even if we don't score, I'm still enjoying it a lot and looking forward to the next season, to be honest. And also, what's very cool, the Connor, the owner of the PSGL, knows us, and he even stopped by to live stream maybe a week ago or 10 days ago, and that was really fun. Owner of the biggest league, Formula One, knows you. That's very cool. Yeah, and I'm definitely enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. For me, it's a lot of fun. Some people love to do other things. I love to drive Formula One. And we don't use any assists. And the cockpit view is tough. Cockpit view is tough, man. And look at us here, top 2%. Let's go, let's go. Thomas Ronhard drew crazy time. Look at him. More than 1.5 tenth off second place. Yeah, Connor is a great man, for sure. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next race and the next race. I really have fun preparing, and we are getting back. Yeah, home track. Yeah. Listen, J Ray, I did. You can look on my channel if you go like year back. So I did 1,000 laps of Zandvoort with 2024. It was in the summer of 2024, and it took me like 21 days. And on the last day, lap 900 something, 950 something or so, I improved the personal best. And at that point, I was 0.644 behind the world's fastest. 0.644. That's crazy. Like under 6.5 tenth. And like at that time I was 50, now I'm 51. But with that age, and then also with cockpit view, and of course no assists, I think that's crazy impressive. And this is also not bad, to be honest. 1.23 behind. 1.23 behind Thomas Ronhaar. That's not bad at all. I mean, would be nicer to bring it like under 1 second, but it's gonna be hard. There is room for maybe 2/10, but also we still have like 600 something laps to go. With this 30 something laps we did today, we will be at 1/3. Of course, track time matters. And also what I noticed in my case is if I can just improve tiny bit my throttle, like like when you don't use assist, you have to like you start applying throttle and then you keep applying throttle to the moment where you can put all the way throttle. And that gap in between starting applying throttle and being able to go then all the way throttle, in that gap of time I have impression I'm losing majority of my time, I'm losing there. So if I can manage to get more swifter on the throttle, if I can figure that out a bit better, I think there is more time to beat. But yeah, Mexico, I don't know what we have in Mexico. We will definitely practice, but I don't want to start practicing yet because we still have like almost 2 weeks to go. So I definitely want to do a little bit more of Zandvoort and then in between start doing a little bit of Mexico. And then in the week before the Mexico starts, we invest more time into it. Also wet. One day I dedicate last few races, I dedicated one live stream to wet, to practice wet. And also I need to figure out, because in the wet you need wet setup, but I don't have any wet setups. I'm literally using time trial setup, and then I'm not even adjusting it because you get used to that setup. And I'm not adjusting it for quali and race. I use just the same setup. That's probably a mistake as well. You should be adjusting some things here and there. But usually I find the setup that suits me. And like I have to feel comfortable with the setup. If I don't feel comfortable with setup, I look, and then usually I try. Like in those first 2 days when I'm driving time trial, I'm trying different setups, and then I'm looking which setup suits me best. And sometimes I get setup from a friend of mine, Magnus. I don't think he drove here. And usually his setups suits me good. But if not, I also have ability to get those paid setups, but I used them 2 days when I was doing better with the time trial setup. It's more like you get used to that setup and it suits you. And if you do some changes, you feel it, but you don't want to have like a loose rear in the race. It can ruin your race. You have no assists. Very cool. Yeah. And also like partially steer in with the throttle. Like once you start applying throttle, you can move with your rear a little bit and make that angle a bit better. Hey Jara, you want the setup? I can show you my setup, but I'm basically using Thomas Ronhaar setup. because it's a fresh setup, and I didn't draw more than a month here. And prior to today, we had 19477. So with the Thomas Ronhard setup, we improved significantly. I can show you. That's Thomas Ronhard setup. And it feels good, as long as you don't overdo it. Like the rear can easy brake. Yeah, you have to steer in with the pedals, exactly. But that thing with the throttle, and also what I noticed, like when I watch those top guys, like like normally you would say you go into corner and you go and like you go on the throttle once you kind of clear. But they are going on the throttle earlier. They go like as early once they inside and they have the room to like steer in a little bit, but already applying the throttle. And like the way I do it is not. Oh, in some corners I do manage to do that, but normally it's always like you go around, and once you kind of out of the corner, you start applying the throttle. And that's also quite a bit of time where I'm losing basically, like in my. And also like age, like I'm 51. Would be nice to measure with young guns, but I'm just much older. So I do lose some time because I'm older. But nevertheless, we enjoy a lot doing this here. It's a lot of fun. You have to hit everything. If you don't hit, you lose so much. We are losing a lot in that first sector, man. That's a half a second. That's a lot. A tiny bit lesser. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow again with. But I do want because we're doing those 1,000 laps of Zandvoort. You also want to do the laps. It's not enough, 30 laps. How many we did? 31 laps. Yeah, you basically, if you're doing 50 laps, you need 20 days. This is day 7 for us, and with these 31 laps, we are at 335. So we are at the third. We still have 2/3 to go. Still a lot of laps to go. I think, if we do manage, to figure out certain sections, we'll probably be able to go under 1.9. It's not that far away, 19210. That's like, we have to find just over 2/10, say quarter of a second. Yeah, but I also kind of trying to improve, but also to do those laps, to finish that 1,000 laps. No, I'm already doing like same what I did last year and the year before that, like 1,000 laps, but like no invalid laps, no invalid laps, and yeah, whatever you feel. If you, there was once I did like I don't know 500 laps in 2.5 days or so. Yeah, but you're also talking with people and trying some things, But you do want to finish that 1,000 laps at one point. That's the and also of course you want to improve, but at one point you will hit that wall where you are not able to improve anymore unless you figure out something with setup and find better setup. But here you go a little bit wide like this and 210. You lose 210. You have to hit every single corner like crazy, crazy good. Too late. Too late. Well, I went too early. I had to correct it. Excuse me. Too much. You need a PS5. I wish I had another PS5. I would give you one. Yeah, I'm happy what we did. We're gonna record this lap after the stream. I'm gonna record it so we can post it. It's a good improvement. It was 19477, so more than quarter of a second. Do I adjust throttle? No, not really. I'm not adjusting anything, to be honest. You mean during the lap or I can show you my things in I don't think I have much of the things wait, let me see. So I have force feedback on 120 and all these things. I don't think only wheel rotation. I used to drive 320, but then I heard from Duncan Hofland they using 280, 290, so I thought let me try, and I automatically went a bit faster, so I kept it. But that was maybe a month or two ago. Prior to that I was using 320. And then you also have some other things where you can here in calibration, but I didn't do anything there. Do you mean here? This one? Or somewhere else? Look at those ghost laps. They keep driving, huh? Or not? No, it's the lap. Are they gonna keep driving? No, I don't think so. They're gonna stop there. Yeah, they stop. And what's your favorite track? I have a few. Zandvoort, Austria, Belgium, Silvo, Suzuka. It's too late, huh? Then you have to steer in more, you lose speed. Too late. Too late. Too late. Oh my god. Nay, Dennis, why, Dennis? Why, Dennis? That's a shame. Ooh, Baku! Very cool. You love Baku and Singapore, and those are not really my favorite tracks, and I'm not performing well there either. Hungary, not bad. Australia, not bad. Australia is fun. But in Baku and Singapore, I just don't have the pace, man. I'm losing, like on my good tracks, like even on a Silverstone, in a Silverstone, I'm just under 1.6 seconds behind the world's fastest. And here we are 1.23, and in Austria we are 1.2 something or so. So those are our good tracks, but we also have tracks where we're like 4 seconds behind, 3.5 seconds behind. And like I just cannot understand how am I losing so much time in a Singapore and in Baku. I just cannot find it, like literally like seconds. But we are practicing, we are getting better, and we pace wise, we also got better. Like comparing to last year, we was doing AI 85, something like that. On some tracks, maybe AI 90 or so. But this year, we have done few races, 110 and 105, AI 100. So much better than previous year. Like difficulty wise. Too late. One mistake, huh? A little bit here, a little bit there, it adds up, huh? How am I losing their attention? Too late. Too late. Too early. Yeah, I'm okay with this, yo. We did decent. 30 something laps. 35 laps. I'm okay with this. We saved the setup. Let's see. I'm gonna record this lap after the stream. 1.23 behind. So we're losing in the first sector 4.5. Just over 4.5 tenths. In a second sector, we're losing, say, 3.5 tenths, just under 3.5 tenths. And then in the last sector, we're losing just over 4 tenths, 4.5 tenths. But we did had the first sector under 24.1, so 24.1 is doable, and also 23.9. So yeah, that 0.69 is actually a little bit more. That's it, peeps. We're gonna wrap this up. We'll be back tomorrow, probably. Maybe in the afternoon, maybe in the evening, I don't know. We'll see how we feel. But we'll definitely come for more Zandvoort. And then maybe day after tomorrow or so we can start doing a little bit of Mexico. We'll see how it goes. Thank you everybody for watching. J Ray, thank you for stopping by. Of course, feel free, stop by. We are here very often. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Lots of love from Netherlands. Eloy, same. All best, brother. And everybody, thank you for watching. See you next time. Ciao, ciao. Lots of love from Netherlands.